Hey guys, happy Friday. It's Marissa at kitchentablestamper.com. We are live and I've got a really cute little treat for you today. Give you some time to find me. We should be on Facebook and YouTube, streaming live, hopefully looking good. Hey Tony, my friend, you always make me smile. I'm glad to see you. All right, let's see here. I found myself. I think I look pretty clear. Yes. Thank you for sharing, my friend. I've got a really cute little treat for you guys today. So, yesterday, if you played Coffee and a Mystery card with us, then you saw this card as the reveal. I'll do a separate video for this one. It was one of our shortcut card sketch cards. And we've got a brand new card sketch. It's on the blog. There's another card with this sketch posted, top post in this printable sketch. Our mystery card reveal was this card, and there's a video coming for this. But today we're going to do a little treat holder to coordinate with the card. And those cute, so it holds a little post-it flags, and that's what we're going to make today. Look out for this on the blog next week. And this is the product that I used inside my treat. So that's what we're going to make today. Catch up on the comments here, and I'm going to see how we look on YouTube. I've not really ever watched myself on YouTube. Haha, did you hear all my echoing? I think we look pretty good. It could be brighter, but I'm going to get some more lights. So we're working on getting new technology and sprucing up and getting some new lights and getting StreamYard working. And I think that we officially are looking pretty good through StreamYard. So what do you guys think? Hey, Winnie Ann. Hi, Kay. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for sharing. Tony said, looks nice and clear today. Love the colors and the Scotty dogs. Oh, awesome. I love it. I think we're getting somewhere. Thank you guys for just bearing with me as I'm learning the new technology and kind of upgrading some things. All right, let's see. Comments are rolling great. All right, so this is our project today. It's so simple. It's teeny tiny. It's a 2x2 square. And then when you open it up, I did a little Velcro to close. And then it's got the little Post-it flags in it. So just a cute one, especially if you're like me and you love stationery. Stationery was my first love. Virginia Christensen says, hello from Wisconsin. Hello. And Tony says, love new technology. Not. Me too. All right, so I'm going to just open these guys up. I like this little packet of all these mixed ones because the ideas start to fly, you know? So we got kind of the pastel ones picked out to go with our Scotty dog. And was kind of mixing and matching the colors to see what other occasions I might want to make some of these for. And it's just kind of fun. Like I said, stationery is my first love. And so I was looking at like, what about this and this and this, or like this? And doesn't it look kind of Halloween? And like this be a really good winter one, like with snowmans. Maybe this one with the Halloween ones. Yeah, so I was kind of mixing and matching them earlier. And I think that there's a lot of different occasions we could do these for. So winter and Christmas and Valentine's. And of course, Scotty dog, just to say, woof, you're always loved. A little, I don't know, gift and card together ensemble. I'm going to stick with my pastel colors for this one, put these guys aside. But you get, let's see here, 10 packs in a package. And I found them at Meijer. I'm sure that you can find them at any of your discount stores, stationery stores like Staples, or probably on Amazon. But that's what we're using today. And they're like 1/2 inch by 2 inches, maybe 5/8 of an inch, because our strip here is 1/2 inch. So they're like 5/8 of an inch by 2 inches. All right, let's get this out of here. This card will come next week if all goes well. If I can stay healthy for a little while longer and get those out for you. This is our project for today. It holds the little postie pads, and I see you guys are getting in here. That's awesome. I love this little treat. This one was inspired by my friend Rie. She gave me one of these little treats, and now I'm going to share with you how to make it. Julie says, that's so cute. Great idea. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Super cute project, says Blanca. Stationery is my thing too, right? It was the first thing. It really was. I had a little briefcase and all my little stationery in it when I was a kid, and I did office and school and all kinds of fun things like that. All right, so this guy is super simple, but I did do a little fussy cutting for this one. The Scotty Dog punches this little guy, but we got to fussy cut this little guy. So I'm going to get Stampin' and fussy cut it and give you guys some time to find me, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, and I'll Stampin' Cuts. All right, let me get my Stamparatus. My Scotty Dog, like anything that's black and like a silhouette like that, I like to do my Stamparatus so I can do like a double stamp, like ink, stamp, and get a really strong black image. So I've got my little Scotty Dog on there. Let's see if I can get it on this scrap from the last project I did. I think it's going to work. Look at that. All right, so I'm going to position my cardstock, put down my magnets, grab my Christmas Scotty stamp case. Aren't they cute? So this little guy punches, and then these little guys, you're kind of on your own to fussy cut, but they're an easy cut. We're going to do one of those today. Shada says Facebook and YouTube. Yes, I'm trying to touch more people in more places. So I'm streaming to both. We'll see how it goes. I'm starting to think that I might keep StreamYard. It's been a little bit of a learning curve, and the technology has been interesting, but we're getting a good, clear picture. I'm watching myself on YouTube right over there. Hi, Teresa. Good morning. All right, so we're going to ink our Scotty. We're going to stamp our Scotty, and then you're going to look closely and see that Scotty isn't exactly solid black. So we're going to ink and stamp again right over top. The Stamparatus makes this really easy, and then we get a nice solid image. So we're going to go ahead and do that guy again. I like to put the stamp case underneath the Stamparatus plate so that it makes inking easy. I still have a little space like in the center of Scotty here that's not quite dark enough for my liking. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to ink it and I'm going to stamp it again. And I'll really focus on that center. So I love the Stamparatus for this. There. What a good solid image that is. All right, now let's slide this aside. And we're going to get the little woof and our Stampin' Pierce mat. And I'm going to stamp woof because we're going to embellish with that. You guys, this is so much fun. I'm watching myself on both platforms and the device over here, and it looks good. I'm so glad and so relieved. Okay, woof, also in Memento, just on the scrap. And let's cut those out while we see who else finds us. Thank you for everybody who shares on Facebook or and social media. That's the best compliment you can pay me. That's how people find us. I love new friends and the craft social and new followers. We've had some new friends join the craft social because of the Coffee and a Mystery card game yesterday that went to YouTube. And I'm so excited to welcome you guys to the Kitchen Table Stamper Fold. It's just good to have you here. Kay says, love your projects. Thank you. Hi, Gina. Good morning or afternoon, wherever you are. I think you're in the afternoon like me. Hi, Stephanie. Denise, I'm glad you're here. Hey, Sue. All right, let's do a quick little fussy cut. I'm going to leave a little white border like the punch would, and I just wiggle my dog into the scissors. Do you see? My scissors aren't wiggling around my dog. My dog is wiggling into the scissors. Does that help? Anybody who has trouble fussy cutting, if you analyze the way you're fussy cutting and you find that you're trying to hack the scissors around the item you're trying to cut out, that's your number one problem. That's why you're not happy and successful fussy cutting. Use your non-dominant hand to drive the item and the scissors. See? And all you do is just wiggle. It's pretty easy. And then give yourself a little border. The punches do it. The dies do it. Why shouldn't you give yourself a little border? The nice part is that gives you a place to hide. The artist line is going to be left complete, and that's where the eye will be drawn, is to the edge of the dog, not to the edge of the paper where your fussy cutting might be a little wide, a little narrow, a little rough. So give yourself that, like throw down some cover and give yourself a little edge. If you're paper piecing, that's the only time you'll cut right on the line or right on the edge, because then you're laying it into another stamped image. So that's my tip for you for today on fussy cutting. It's easier if you use a good technique. All right, and we're also going to fussy cut our woof. Let me get these out of here. And you want that? Take it. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. A little white border, kind of close. This is so trendy right now to cut these little greetings out. And it's one of those things that has like grown my style. I haven't been one to do a lot of cutting out of the sentiments, but you know, when you try something that's outside of your comfort or outside of your style, sometimes you can grow a little bit. And I'm finding that I do like an occasional fussy cut sentiment because it looks like an embellishment. It really added a little something to this. The original design for my little posty flag holder did not have the woof on it. So this morning I walked around to all my children and I said, with the woof or without the woof? And it put it on, took it off, put it on, took it off. And they all decided that it was better with the woof. So it does make a cute little embellishment. And it's one of those things where everybody's doing it. So you got to try it maybe. There is a really great stamp set with the coordinating dies. It was $1 million stamp set. I can't remember the name of it offhand, where you can get the sentiments and they get die cut out so that they look like that. All right, now that we've done that, I'm sure people have found us and we're getting ready. Let me show you how to make this little wrapper. It's so simple and so cute. You're going to love it. Denise is here. Hey, Denise. Did I say hello to you before? Hi, Sue. Sue shared. Thank you. I love that. That's the highest compliment that you can pay me. Let's see. Let's see. Who else am I seeing here? I think I just saw some new people. Hey, Janet. You love this set. Me too. And I'm glad that it's back. It was on stop sell for a little while. So I'm really excited that it's back. Charming sentiments and sentiment silhouettes. There, Teresa, right with it. Thank you. My catalog was over there. But isn't that okay? So if you love this look, but you're still not sold on fussy cutting, no matter how much I tell you it's great and it's easy and you can do it, check out Charming Sentiments and Sentiment Silhouettes. You can get some of those cut out fussy cut sentiments without the fussy cutting. I love fussy cutting though. Hey, Darlene. All right. So the base of this, super simple. It's a 2-inch by 5¼ inch strip of mint macaron. And we're going to do a fun little fussy edge. Look at how cute that little bracket edge is. I can't wait to show you how we did that. And it wraps these little flags, these little post-it flags, if you're just joining us, perfectly. These I found at Meijer, which is like my discount store. You would probably find them at Walmart or Target, Staples, and I'm sure Amazon has them. All right, let's grab our Simply Scored tool. And we're going to pop this in the 5¼ inch side. Oh, don't want to lose my woof. Hi, Nancy. I'm glad you're here. Running late, had to make treats for tomorrow morning. 15 miles, 4 stores, 45 minutes. Great motivation to get home and chat with all you beautiful people. We're so glad you made it. This is what we're making. It's a little Post-it note flag holder. Put 3 little pads of these flags in there. And you're going to start with 2 inches by 5¼ Don't worry, it's going to be on the printable project sheet. No need to scramble to write it down. And we're going to score at 2, 2¼ 4¼ and 4½. That's it. Those are even kind of easy measurements to remember. But there's going to be a project sheet on the blog. Oh no, I dropped one of my little heart doodads. What a bummer. All right, rabbit, side trail, squirrel. What is it called? Squirrel? Squirrel. I got to put a new doodad on there because I just dropped it. I'm going to step on it later and it's going to hurt. These are the heart pearl doodads. And I just lost one off of my. Okay, let's try that again. There. That's how that should look until I knock it off. All right, now we're back on track. This is going to get this adorable little bracket end using this. This is the Label Me Lovely punch, I believe. And we're going to feed this smallest segment into the punch from the back side and cut that little bracket layer. So just slide it, you see. All right, so now that I've got it in there, I'm going to lift up. And to make sure it's even and straight, I'm going to make sure that the line in my paper runs parallel with the line, the edge of the punch, and that there's equal little space on both sides. So I'm going to give that a little finesse before I give it a punch. I'm also going to make sure that I have the same distance from this last score line to this corner on both sides. That'll ensure that it's running level. And when I've got that where I want it, since we're working from the back side and we're holding the punch up high, we're going to hold the punch really wide. You can keep your cardstock in place with your thumbs. That'll keep everything that you just worked so hard to line up stay, and it'll also protect your hands. So I say sometimes when you're doing the punch and you're holding it up off the table, you want to hold it like it's a big greasy cheeseburger and you don't want to get any on you. And then you squeeze, and that way there's no way that you can pinch your palms in this punch. If you've ever done that because you held too tight, you will learn to never do it again. So hold it nice and wide, punch, and then look at your cute little bracket shape. Isn't that fantastic? All right, then we're going to take a piece of designer series paper. This is 1 7/8 inch wide. Now, it doesn't matter the length. I have these scraps left from making those Scotty Dog cards. They're a thank you card for one of my kits. So I made a bunch of them. I had a bunch of these pieces. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to slide in from the back. I'm going to make sure that the distance between the paper and the edge of the square is the same on both sides. Then it runs nice and straight. When I've got it all lined up, I'm going to give it a punch. I think we're pretty close there. Got to straighten it out a bit. Now I think it's looking pretty good. And so again, I'm going to hold it nice and wide, give it a punch, and I've got a matching little bracket edge on my designer series paper. This is the new Host Designer Series paper, the Design a Daydream paper. It is lovely. It's the same one we used for the Scotty Dog You're Loved card that I showed earlier. Now to get this to fit on that little flap, we're going to go about 5/8 of an inch. We can trim it down, but we can't put anything more on. So we're going to take this little peak here and line that up with 5/8. It's 1/8 past the 1/2 inch mark. So here's 1/2 inch. We're going to go 1/8 past, and then we'll just cut that off at 5/8 of an inch. Now we want to check, because depending on where you punched this, how far you put this into the punch, you might have to take a wee bit more off of there. And it looks like this one's going to line right up. So 5/8 is a pretty good measurement, but it will depend on where you actually punch if you need to make it a smidge more narrow than that, okay? All right, so there's that. And then we've also got 1 7/8 inch squared and 1 7/8 inch square. We're going to glue those onto our little treat wrapper. Looks like some of you are talking amongst yourselves. Let me catch up on these comments here. Hey, Lisa, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you caught me live, and thank you for sharing. That's how we find new friends. Let's see here. No New Orleans for you. Happy to be here. No New Orleans for me. I just could not, I couldn't fathom leaving. I've been, like, if you guys follow me, you know, I have been really, I just haven't been feeling good. I went through a bunch of medical tests. Then I was sick. Then I was COVID. Wasn't feeling good earlier this week. So between that and the chicks, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I didn't register, but we are planning to be in Indianapolis for On Stage. So we'll probably do that one. By then the chicks will be settled and hopefully I'll be feeling pretty good again. So that's my plan. But I am so having like the FOMO and a little bit jealous because everybody's in New Orleans, but I just couldn't do it. I knew I couldn't do it. So I'm hanging out with you guys and I hope that you like the project. Let's see here. Denise says she's really good at squirreling. So me too. You're my people, Denise. Let's see here. Jean and I are going to Indy for On Stage. We're definitely needing to meet up again. Oh, I can't wait to see you. Yay, you and Jean. Oh, we'll make a point of it. I think I'm gonna go, and not only are we gonna go, I think we're gonna make a little bit of a long weekend out of it, which will be so good. All right, I'm just gluing these. I worked my score lines. I'm gonna glue with multi-purpose liquid glue all on the outside of this wrapper. Let me see. I've got some new comments here that I want to catch up on while I glue. He says, so glad you're here. Thank you. Hey, Lynn from Ohio. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you like the project too. It's such a teeny tiny little treat holder, but I think that's kind of part of the charm, is it really is little. When it's all folded up, it's 2 by 2 square and it's a 1/4 inch deep. So it's a really kind of a cute little ditty. Now these would be very cute for all of the teachers or all of your coworkers. Leave one on everybody's desk. It's just that kind of an adorable little project. So you can make these up, and out of this packet you'll get 3. So out of 3 packets of these flags, you'd get 10 of these little holders, and they're just kind of a fun one that you could just bring to the office or bring to the school. They're cute for in your bag. They're really good for Stampin' Up events, especially Stampin' Up events where we get new catalogs. So we can do page markers in our new catalogs. Good for all your crafty friends to mark their catalogs with their favorite things. All right, so there's our wrapper. Back to the inside, I've got 3 little pads here. Now, let me tell you, I learned this the hard way, and I think it's going to help a lot to do a little differently. When I did this one, put each of these little pads with its own adhesive and then tried to stick them in there. This time we're going to try something different. I'm going to make sure that they all open on the bottom. Then I'm going to flip them over, and I'm going to try one piece of tear and tape adhesive across all 3 of the little pads and see if that helps me get the placement in there a little bit better. And then I'll have tried both ways and I can tell you which way's better. Nancy said I have over 140 coworkers. No way I'd make them for all my coworkers. No, just your favorites, Nancy. But don't tell them I said that. Maybe send them with the kids or the grandkids to school instead. All right, so instead of 3 pieces, 1 on each pad, I did 3 pieces, kind of made 1 pad out of it. You see? Let's see. This, I think, is going to be so much easier for putting them in there. And then you can just center it. Now, the wrapper is 2 inches, and the little Post-it pads are almost 2 inches long. So you're going to put the edge right against the fold. There's no margin on the top or bottom. It snugs right up against. There is a little bit of room on the sides there. You guys see? And now we can just burnish that down. That was so much easier. All right, so if you're going to try this project, do your 3 little sticky note flags and glue them all together with the tear and tape, and then put them in. So easy that way. I used to do some treat things for just 12 of my coworkers, office staff admin, and some closer teacher friends. They told me I can come back and visit and bring treats anytime after I retired. I don't blame them. We do some pretty fantastical stuff as crafters, don't we? We do brighten people's days. After you bring treats like this, nobody flinches when you come walking in the door. It does. It makes everything just a little bit happier. All right, I'm using my favorite little Velcro dots. We just used these, I think, last week, and I went and checked. I added links to the ones I buy, and they go in and out of stock all the time. So last week they were not in stock, and I provided a not name brand alternative that I'm going to try next time. So if anybody tries those links and gets the Velcros that are the not name brand, not the Velcro 3/8 inch dot closures, but the ones that are like Amazon's recommendation, because next time I'm going to buy those, let me know of the quality. Just if anybody tries them. I was looking at it last week, and there's both links in my last treat blog post, but I still have, I think, 3 sheets of these, so it'll be a little while before I get them. But because they're in and out of stock from the supplier that I use all the time, I thought, let's look into what I might try next. All right, these little 3/8 inch Velcro dots, they're clear, but one side is more clear than the other. The crunchy side is more clear than the loopy side. So what I like to do is peel the crunchy side, and on the side that you're going to see this, that you're going to have your attention on more. When you flip something open, you look here, and this is what you're going to see first. I like to do the clear side on the treat, and the fuzzy side, the loopy side, on the flap. So just in general, that's how I do. Put them together. Use one side of adhesive to stick it where you want it. Peel the other side of adhesive. Close the treat just the way you'd want it to close. Make sure it's nice and straight and everything lines up. Once you've closed the treat, then you can lift carefully, separating the 2 pieces, and then you can just burnish the adhesive from the Velcro, and everything will line up every time then. That's a cute little way to close that up. All right, we got a little bit of embossing and a little bit of die cutting, a bit more stamping to do to finish this off. Just made 100 hippo Kinder treats for my favorite coworkers. Funny how those are who never said hello, goodbye, have started to. Yeah, see, everybody does. Everybody, it's an icebreaker, isn't it? Our treats are great icebreakers. Linda says, okay, quick goodie gifts for friends. Isn't it true? Your friends, especially your crafty and Stampin' Up friends, will love these too, because they make great catalog page markers. All right, I have 1/2 inch by 2 inches mint macaron, just a little scrap, and this quatrefoil embossing folder. I don't even know if I said that right. Not my best word. We're gonna emboss a little texture on this accent piece. To do that with the regular folder, standard folder, you have 1 and 3. Then we're gonna pop our little scrap into the folder. We're gonna use this line to make sure that our design goes nice and straight across the paper. It's got a strong vertical and horizontal pattern. We want it to look nice on that. So we'll use that line across the bottom, pop the fold in first, and 3 on top of there. Give it a crank. Come on, you can do it. Catch, folder, catch. There we go. Uh-oh, I'm down the side. Oh, it went in there crooked. Hang on. We're going to back it out, straighten it up. I'm notorious for getting in a hurry, scraping the side. There we go. There's our little texture piece now. Just a little detail. You could stamp a background on there if you wanted to. I love this embossing folder. Such a good one. I think we have one little die cut to do. We're going to do that next since we've got our machine. So go back to 1 and then 2 and 3. And a scrap of Blushing Bride cardstock. I've got a little stitched heart. We're going to cut that from Blushing Bride. This is the Celebration Tag dies. If you guys haven't seen those, check them out. They're a really cool die set, and the accessories are great. This is, I love that folder, right? It's just a good one. It's a standard folder, but it gives you a really good, deep, kind of elegant impression. And I love it on little bits, die cut pieces or things like that. All right, so that's our little, I bent it a bit. It's our little stitched heart from Celebration Tags. All right, get out of the way. Got one more little stamping to do. Here's some basic white and mint macaron. And there's a little bow from the Christmas Scotty. Showed that one a little bit earlier, but I wanted to bring Christmas Scotty outside of Christmas. So that was one of the goals in this card and treat combo, to make it really, really not Christmas. All right, where's my Christmas Scotty punch? Got this little guy. We always consult the punch when we stamp and punch combo, because if you just take 1 minute to orient your stamp on the paper in a way that it's going to be easy to put in the punch, you'll save yourself so much heartache. So what we're going to do with this one, after we've consulted the punch, is we're going to stamp in the lower left corner of our scrap, which means very easy access to punch it out. So it's a simple little step. It's an extra step, but it's a simple little step that'll save you lots of frustration if you were to stamp it somewhere else and then not be able to reach when you put it in the punch. So just consulting the punch upside down before you stamp will save you a whole lot of time. See, perfectly stamped. Very little waste to the cardstock. We could easily do another bow and just keep on going with this scrap. And it was easy to reach and punch. Let's glue it to our little Scotty dog. Love this dude. Would have never thought to add smaller pieces. Thanks for the awesome idea. My pleasure. Hey, April, I'm glad you're here. Hey, Chris. All right, so we're going to add a bit of glue and put the bow on Scotty. And then bring our little treat back in. Let's adhere this tiny little kind of contrast, some texture. It's a little ground for Scotty to hang out on. There it is. We need some dimensionals. I got some minis right here. I'm gonna put Scotty on some minis. For as many details as this project has to it, it'll come together pretty quick. So cute. All right, pop this guy on to the right, because now we're gonna glue that little heart, little liquid glue. I do love this little dog. Oh my goodness. And I do love the little seated position. I would have liked to have had a punch for this guy too, but he's not too hard to fussy cut. Let's finish up with our little woof sentiment and heart pearls to embellish. And that's it. We've pretty well done it. What do you guys think? Think you'll try these little Post-it page marker covers? I hope that this idea inspires you to get crafty. There's a little woof. So cute. Grab my take your pick tool. Ah, look, there's the little heart I lost. I thought it fell on the floor. Maybe it did. Maybe I have more than one rogue heart. These heart pearls are the most adorable thing. They're itty bitty little pearls and heart-shaped in 3 finishes. This one's kind of a milky finish with a shine, a traditional pearl. This one almost looks like sea glass. It's not quite clear. It's got kind of a frost on it. They're beautiful. And the little heart shape is just too cute. All right, burnish those down. That's it. We did it. There's our little Post-it page markers cover with the Christmas Scotty. Not Christmas at all, do you think? Definitely will try, says Lisa. Great. I can't wait to see if you make these little Post-it page marker covers. Show us what you do with them. It's such a little canvas. So I'd love to see how you decorate it. I just know that these will come in very handy. They make really cute, not candy treats for Halloween. Those little trick-or-treaters are the perfect size. For winter holidays, those little snowmen in the holiday catalog, those are going on my next order. I'm going to treat myself. And all the way into Valentine's Day. So if you try it, I want to see, share it at the Craft Social. The link is in the description. We love to see what you make with your Stampin' Up! Supplies. Hey, Margie, I'm glad you're here. Oh, April says, so cute. I need those hearts. And you get a ton of them. How many are in here? It does say in the back. 180. You get a ton of them too. So really fun embellishment. All right, that's it for today. I'm going to film a quick, clean video and get your project sheet on the blog tonight. There will be the measurements and everything in there. It'll be printable. If you haven't checked out kitchentablestamper.com, that's where you'll find the project sheets for all the projects I do. You'll find the shortcut card sketch printable and the last post that we did. And I hope that you'll give that one a try too. There's a Coffee and a Mystery Card challenge right now in the Craft Social. We want to see what you do with your Stampin' Up! Supplies and the shortcut card sketch number 1. If you share anytime between now and Tuesday the 30th, there will be prize patrol. Looks like I got a little blurry there. I don't like that. We've been so clear the whole time. Interesting. I wonder what's changed. All right, you guys, if you have any questions at all, reach out, Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com. And to shop Stampin' Up! 24/7, you can buzz over to marisaalvarez.stampinup.net and click shop. Thanks for watching, you guys. Nancy says you always have the best ideas, videos with the best tips. See you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. You know it, my friend. We will be back at noon next Friday. And next Thursday, there will be a Inspiration Kitchen Challenge on Thursday in the Craft Social. I hope you'll join us. And yeah, that's it. We got blurry, so I guess that's my sign to get out of here. Have a great weekend, everybody. Check the blog for the card sketch and later for the project sheet for our little post-it page marker holder. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Bye now.